As protests over police killing of George Floyd spread across the United States, President Donald Trump declared on Sunday, May 31st, that the United States will be designating Antifa as a terrorist organization. The Trump government has blamed the violent nature of some protest rallies on members of the very controversial group known as Antifa. Yet, the world has been wondering, what is Antifa? Who are they? So, let's have some look about the Antifa movement. Antifa is a shortened form of the word anti-fascist. It is an anti-fascist movement that tends to hold anti-capitalist or anti-discriminatory views. Activists of the group blame some governments, including the United States government, of being controlled by elites who do not care about the people. The movement also believes that those same elites who are controlling government bodies around the world are also controlling the media. So that's why the activists believe that it is necessary to take action to fight the corrupt system. Antifa is a movement against fascist factions, as well as against any form of discrimination. The Antifa movement comprises several autonomous activist groups. It is composed in a majority of various leftist groups, socialists, some social democrats, etc. Members describe themselves as revolutionaries. And they campaign against racism, neo-Nazism, neo-fascism, white supremacists, as well as actions they view as xenophobic, authoritarian or homophobic. The origin of some groups of the Antifa movement date back in the 1920s and 1930s. Activists of those groups were fighting against European fascist dictatorships that emerged in the era of World War II, including against Italian dictator Benito Mussolini. Antifa in America is considered as the successor to anti-Nazi activists of the 1930s. According to Mark Bray, the modern American Antifa movement emerged in the 1980s, with a group known as Anti-Racist Action. The Antifa movement is not established on a hierarchical leadership structure. The movement has no official leaders, and the exact number of members is also impossible to determine. The movement is considered secretive, and organized into autonomous cells. Antifa groups use a variety of modern and traditional forms of actions to be heard, including public rallies. Members are often organizing rallies and protest marches, as well as actions to disrupt far-right militant events. They also often engage in direct confronting against far-right activists on the streets during rallies. While some people consider them to be violent, many Antifa members consider themselves to be against the use of weapons and violent direct action. But they don't rule out violence or the need to participate in violent protests, if necessary. Antifa groups participated in protest rallies of the 2016 election of Donald Trump. They are also accused by the Trump government of provoking chaos during the violent protests over George Floyd's death. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for more.